We'll go ahead and get the Stormwater Management Board meeting going tonight for the May 13th, 2026 date. Roll call.
Brittany Collins.
Here.
Jamie Dine.
Here.
Mike Henderson.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Minutes. If anybody has any questions, concerns, I'll take a motion to accept the minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from the April meeting.
Do I hear a second?
Yes, I'll second it.
Okay. Amy and Brittany.
Brittany Collins.
Here, yes.
Jamie Dine.
Yes.
Mike Hendricks.
Yes.
Pass 3-0.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Brian was coming.
Already noticed.
Because the only thing is the names on, she's,
Huh?
the only thing was the names on them, but she's gonna get that. Okay, okay.
Next is the voucher packet. Any questions, concerns on the voucher packet?
Oh, everything was, I didn't see any negatives. Anything this time. Do you have anything?
Not that I see at all. Questions, so if we don't have any questions, we'll take a motion to accept the voucher packet.
I'll make a motion to accept.
Second.
I'll second that motion.
Amy?
Brittany Collins.
Yes.
Jamie Dine.
Yes.
Pass 3-0.
Next would be the financial report.
The current balance, fund balance is $1,323,695.08. Our month-to-date revenue report is $76,260.11. We had dispersed 26,000. I'm sorry. Yeah, $26,029.72. And interest earned from the bank is $2,846.45.
Again, Jenny, could you maybe explain there's two new codes that was put on our thing. It says stormwater floodplain and stormwater HRA.
Yes, so during the budget process, two new appropriation codes were made for the stormwater board here. The first one is the stormwater HRA. That is for Brian and his benefits. And you'll see the one next to that, that is just one employee. So that is paid out of the stormwater board.
Okay.
And then the next one is the stormwater floodplain. $600 was budgeted for floodplain improvement that I know of.
Okay.
And so that is the new appropriation code. I did want to mention, there is the uniforms. It is currently at negative $170.14. That was not budgeted for 2026. That is, the budget didn't get entered until March. We were dealing with the 2025 numbers and had to have that completely finished for the annual financial report before I could put the budget in. So that is most likely going to be transferred to another appropriation that was budgeted for.
Okay. Thank you. Old business, there was no old business. Business. Not
There
here.
is no.
So MS4 coordinator.
So the updates I have for this month is, I know the Vector truck's gonna be coming sometime this month. What I've been told by Carmen and different people. I've been doing my normal construction inspections, been seeing the same stuff, like, I think all these contractors about trash and dumpsters and silk fencing. They're usually pretty good about complying with what I'm asking for. The other thing I've been doing is still kind of like doing my post-construction inspections as well. I've been getting on Briar Creek about their ponds. They got a couple ponds where they got like missing sod, so they gotta go back through there and seed it and blanket it,
Mhm.
all that good stuff. On top of that, I've been also when I'm out in the field, if I see like anything that's not mapped on ArcGIS, I map it. But in the future, we're trying to like a future project for the stormwater for sanitary and water. We've always already done this. Like we've had an engineer map it because what they can do is they get like inverts.
Mhm.
Like me, I can't really get inverts because I don't really have all the capability.
Mhm.
But one of the things we want to do in the future is to hire a engineer to do the stormwater side mapping. So like you go down and do inverts and topic castings, which I've been getting some of the topic castings with our Trimble, but they got more accurate
Mhm.
surveying equipment. So that's one of the reasons why I want to hire a stormwater engineer to do this. And I've been reaching out to like United Consulting as a contractor, engineering contractor. They haven't gave us any quotes yet. But as I was at the MS4 conference yesterday, which is a stormwater quality conference,
Mhm.
and I met Trent. He's with the
Oh, yeah, okay.
Lot Mueller Group. If he wants, do you mind if he gives an introduction?
No, he can give an introduction.
I'll wait till I'm done here.
Okay.
He can give you a little introduction. So I met him at the MS4 conference, and they were talking about different things like green infrastructure. Some of the things I've been seeing out in the field is especially Maple Crest, the neighborhood west of 31. It's going to eventually need some engineering work because there's a lot of areas where it doesn't really drain.
Mhm.
So I think it's a future project. I don't know when, but it's a project where we could possibly have an engineer go out there and take elevations, figure out where we can get the water to drain off to, because a lot of it sits on the road.
Mhm.
It sits in people's front yards, and this creates mosquitoes, and
Mhm.
um, it's a mess. So eventually, I think I'd like to have that as one of our first. Besides Main Street, Main Street's the project that Carmen talks about.
Mhm.
That one needs to be done first, and then Maple Crest be probably. I can see that being phases.
Mhm.
It's a pretty big undertaking, I think. Other than construction inspections,
Would that be like from that lady last night?
yeah. So she's over Maple Crest, yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
right.
so she's on.
I heard Arlington last night. I don't know, maybe I was
So
slow.
Arlington Street's on in Maple Crest,
Okay.
and that whole neighborhood has
Problems.
flooding issues. An inch of rain, it kind of ponds everybody's yard.
Mhm.
So that's a project we need to. I would say in the next year or so we can at least think about how we can tackle that project.
Okay.
And we'd have to hire like an engineer to
Mhm.
do it. Somebody that has a P license.
Mhm.
And which obviously like a place like United Consulting or Lock Mueller Group, they have engineers on staff.
Okay.
And also survey techs.
Mhm.
Then the last thing I was gonna say was, we, I have a partnership meeting next week with Johnson County, and we're gonna try to create like some type of, we haven't created yet, but we'd like to create some type of website to have like more stormwater quality education, where it's like all these different jurisdictions coming together.
Mhm.
That's
And we're gonna talk about it next week, on how we can do it, and if we could do it. So it'd be like one big website that
Mhm.
all these different jurisdictions can pile all their information to, so.
Mhm.
Does anyone have any questions?
Well, I know Jamie's, yeah, she's gonna
Oh, yeah.
have one for some neighbor.
Yeah, one of the neighbors asked me to bring up, they have a sinkhole.
Oh, is that John Robbins?
Yes. Oh, you're okay. Yes.
We're aware of it. think Armando was gonna talk to him, I thought. I know it was one of those deals where it's been through a couple different people, so.
Said he hasn't really
Is it
made
getting
contact. Yeah, it's getting worse. And
I might
his
go back there and take some more pictures of it.
property butts up to mine and
Okay.
we were just discussing it. So it's 140 Pinedale.
I've talked to different people about it. Like I talked to Armando and I talked to Johnson County Surveyor's office and I still don't know how we're gonna tackle that project, so.
Okay, just ask.
Yeah, we know about it, but there's like actually, I think there's that big sinkhole, and then I think there's two other sinkholes, I think. They're smaller, like, they're more towards the creek.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you and Armando looked at those.
And me and Armando were out there, then I also brought out Jesse Jones, and he looked at it, cause we thought at first it could have been like this old sanitary lateral or something. But we found out there's a storm
He said there
drain
was,
tile underneath.
yeah, there was a tile underneath.
Like an old farm tile or something, possibly.
He
Years
had
ago.
been working with
It
Slim.
doesn't, yeah, it doesn't work.
Prior.
Uh,
Okay, good.
yeah, if you had any more questions or,
No.
okay. So I met Brenton at the MS4 conference and I didn't know if you wanted to speak for a couple minutes or.
Yeah, sure.
He can introduce.
Oh, that's quick from yesterday to
Introduce-
today. That's quick. That's good job.
Yes, he can definitely, cause he's got the background, his business to possibly, help us out
Mm-hmm.
in stormwater, so.
Nice.
So again, I'm Trenton from Lockmiller Group. I'm pretty fresh there at the company, but when talking to Brian, some of the needs that you guys may want to utilize in the future, we just did a project on stormwater, like storm system mapping for Greencastle.
Mm-hmm.
And so what we did is we actually went out to the field, took pictures, sizes, and the condition of all of the stormwater system that they have. And then we went through and actually on GIS, we created a report on sites that were at the top of the list that need to be, fixed immediately and, in the future, and then other, new construction that is doing fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then along with that, we also did any complaints from the public, they can submit pictures and complaints and have those areas. And we can also put those on GIS to see if we can fix similar problems with other projects. If you're doing a water main or something like that, and you see that you also have some drainage issues, you can fix the same, while you're tearing the road up or something like that, you can fix.
That's a
those
good
issues.
idea.
So I just wanted to kind of introduce me and the company to you guys, since I don't know if we've worked with you before, so.
But the green infrastructure, that's like kind of right by the road, right? And you do stuff.
Infrastructures like bioswales and rain gardens.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all the stuff that doesn't really have all the structures and all that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but we actually, just recently, we have now 3 people at the company that do landscape architecture. And they just did a presentation today that I thought was really interesting. But, they kind of piggyback off of what we do and just make it look pretty. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
so I thought that was an interesting thing as
Yeah.
well. So we, with the size of company we are, we're not huge, but we cover Indiana, Kentucky, Illinois, and a little bit of Ohio and stuff like that. So we have the means to do maybe some bigger projects and some more technology for stuff like that. But
Okay. Nice.
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
thank you guys.
So Brian, I had just a question, I know we talked just a bit about GIS. Are we still looking to train more of our employees still down the road, or is that kind of?
So it probably would be good to like kind of spread out the wealth on the GIS training. But what we need to hire an engineer for is to get inverts,
Mm-hmm.
because all I have is a horizontal location.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have the capability myself to get accurate inverts. Like
Okay.
invert means like the bottom of the pipes and
Mhm.
down the structure. I don't have the actual survey grade data. Well, I say that, but I don't have the proper survey equipment to get those inverts.
Okay.
So we need to hire like an engineering firm that has a surveying capability to get inverts, and they can also, on top of that, they can also let us know, hey, the structure is cracking,
Mm-hmm.
it might need to be replaced. So they can give us some structural consulting
Mm-hmm.
and also give us the proper elevations of the pipes too.
Yes. Okay.
Because all I have to get us compliance with IDEM is I just have the mapping.
Mm-hmm.
That would help us out on elevations
Okay.
for future projects, because that project over in Arlington, I don't even have any inverts on the inlets that are downstream. I'm gonna have to find a way to get those,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna try to get that in the next couple days. I'm gonna see what I can do myself to start collecting data
Mm-hmm.
for that 240 Arlingtons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So, but yeah, so an engineering firm like Lockmuller or Westler or places like that, they can give us more in-depth data for elevations. So, because sometimes it's hard for me to get an elevation of a pipe that's like, here's the circle of the manhole. That pipe might be tucked underneath, and there's no way of me getting a good elevation of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Guys, any questions, counselor? Anything? No? You're good?
I'm getting a little bit of an education here. Go ahead.
I guess I'll go ahead and call it. Oh, wait a minute. Is there anybody online? Because there was one last night.
No.
No. I'll go ahead and call the Stormwater Board to end, and it's now 6. What is that? 17? Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay.